Hi again YouTube, it's that one guy in lit class, and today I'll be continuing a series on diagramming sentences. This video will focus specifically on diagramming the three verbals, which are gerunds, participles, and infinitives. Now, if you need a refresher on what those things are, please see the video that I did on verbals, and a link should be showing in this video right now. We're going to start by diagramming participles, because they are by far the easiest of the three, at least for me. Because participles act as adjectives in the sentence, we diagram them very similarly to the way that we diagram adjectives, except that they go on a curved line instead of a straight diagonal one. So in the sentence, I ate the burned cookie, we identify our subject and verb like usual, and then add in the direct object cookie. We then diagram the participle burned, which in this case is modifying that direct object noun cookie, like this. We add in the as a final adjective, and we're done with the sentence. Note that the and cookie are both the same color, and this is because participles are still a kind of adjective, even though we diagram them differently. Participles, like all verbals, can also have objects, and when they do, they are called participial phrases. To diagram a participial phrase, you identify the participle and the object of the phrase first, and then add in any modifiers as necessary. Let's look at the sentence, "The student eating the cookie dough ice cream on his desk is in trouble." As always, we identify our subject, student, and our verb is. Eating the cookie dough ice cream on his desk is a participial phrase, with the participle eating, and remember that present participles can end in ing, and the object ice cream. The object of the participle goes behind a vertical line coming up from the curved line of the participle. We can then add in all the modifiers of the participle, the adjective cookie dough, and the prepositional phrase on his desk. We have now diagrammed the entire participial phrase, and all we need to do to finish the sentence is to add in the, which modifies student, and the prepositional phrase in trouble. Voila! Next, let's talk about how to diagram gerunds. You may remember from this video that gerunds are a kind of verbal used as a noun, but where we usually diagram nouns on the main horizontal line of a sentence, gerunds can be a little all over the place because they can be used in a variety of ways. Remember that gerunds can be used as subjects, direct objects, indirect objects, predicate nominatives, and objects of the preposition. So let's look at how they're used as subjects first. Generally, when we diagram a gerund, we're going to put it on a set of steps like this. If you want to get really fancy, put the verb on the top step and the ing on the bottom step. These steps then go wherever the gerund fits in the sentence. A gerund as a subject would look like this, for example. In this sentence, we have the gerund subject eating, a verb is, and a predicate adjective awesome. Alright, so let's talk about gerunds that also have objects. Just like with a noun, a gerund's object goes behind the gerund on a short vertical line. So in the sentence, I love eating food, we have our subject I, we have a verb love, the gerund direct object eating, and the object of that gerund food. No matter what the gerund is doing, it always lives up on that step, even when it's part of another phrase, like a prepositional phrase, for example. Here are the three types of gerunds we haven't talked about yet, and feel free to pause the video here and look at how they're being used. Finally, let's look at infinitives. Remember from the verbals video that infinitives can be used as subjects, direct objects, predicate nominatives, adjectives, and adverbs. Diagramming infinitives is similar to diagramming gerunds in that they both go on a little pedestal, though infinitives have an angled holder as opposed to the gerund's stairs. Infinitives will look like this, with the to part going on a short diagonal line and the verb going on the longer horizontal one. An infinitive as a subject would look as follows, with to bake as our infinitive subject, is as the verb, desire as the predicate nominative, and her as a pronoun telling us whose desire it is. When infinitives are used as adjectives or adverbs, we don't put them on the pedestal, and instead put them below the main line of a sentence, just like a normal adjective or adverb. Here's an example of an infinitive as an adjective. Note that the color changes to reflect that it's acting as an adjective in the sentence rather than a noun. Here are the last three ways infinitives can be used, as direct objects, predicate nominatives, and adverbs. Feel free to pause the video if you need to, and note that when the infinitive becomes an adverb, it changes color to reflect this. Hopefully this video has helped ease your mind a bit about how sentences are diagrammed when they contain verbals. While we didn't cover every permutation, this should at least get you started on your journey to being a better diagrammer. Thanks for watching. Cheers.